Hello everybody, Jam here, back again on DiRT4 for my Rallycross career championship thing. This time coming to you from sunny Sweden, in a place name that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce, but it is a fantastic Rallycross track, probably my favourite on the calendar. It's one of the longest on the calendar. There's so many different varied corners, there's a couple of big bumps, there's one massive jump, and a really quick joker, which is all a recipe for some bloody good racing. So let's go and see if we can have some. Right.
Alright, I'll be watching over the action. Have a good one.
Thanks, mate. Lining up here for the first heat. Now, the joker lap here is surprisingly quick. Where are the lights? I'm just going to have to look at these ones. Oh, I nearly reacted to that.
3, go, go, go.
Yeah. Now, the Joker Delta reckons about 0.8 of a second, but in the 2 practice sessions I had, the fastest lap I managed, hands down, was a Joker lap. So, you don't really lose that much time at all. The rest of the track is where you can make up a hell of a lot. And as you can see already, the corners just come thick and fast here. There's so many. It's not like the last episode in Hell, where it's just long right, long left. There's just so many thick, fast corners and a huge jump that can really unsettle you if you haven't got it lined up right, and then an everlasting, never-ending last corner. Thank you, mate. Oh, and there's the first corner that... Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah. Let's just bail and take a joker. And clip that bit, because that's not... Oh, sorry, Minnie. Oh, no, he's put me... Okay. Yeah. Oh, I love this track. I'm really quite bad at it sometimes. I think that's only the second time I've hit the wall. Did have 2 lots of practice. I hit it once on the very first lap. So, yeah, I wasn't exactly off to a good start, but... What? Oh, sorry. Mid-air polo attack. My polo, and I've rather pushed him wide there. Munich, where's your boot, mate? Because that's not a fixed... Oh, you get... Come on, come on, come on. See what I mean? That tiny little bit of contact I have with Anton Markland, and Munich can stay in the lead through the joker lap, but not for much longer. Oh, I'll tell you what, my voice is starting to hurt. I might have to stop and have a drink in a minute. This is now the penultimate lap. Let's see if, for the first time this race, I can have a quick, clean lap to show you what this track is really all about. Sticking to the left, and you got a really quick right, try and clip the curb and don't roll the car. I've done that once or twice, and get it stopped for a really, what turns into a very tight left-hander over the jump. Then you got to brake on the exit of that corner in order to get it stopped for the right-hander, accelerate out of it over the crest, and then you've got to slide all the way round what is the last corner of one of the club circuits here. Hold it as close to the wall as you can without clipping it, although, you know, I've clipped it a small amount there, and then it's just flat out round the jump, straighten up as much as you can over that jump, and as soon as you land you want to hit the brakes down to third, slide around the last corner and across the line. Now, I might have dominated the heat with a phenomenal last lap that put me over 2 seconds up, but that rather big incident meant I was down in 5th overall, though only by 1.4 seconds. That's definitely make-upable. Make-upable. Definitely a word. Oh, bugger. I forgot to wash my car. Oh well. Yeah, quite a long loading screen. It's all dirty! I mean, it's going to be dirty after this race anyway, but... Let's go and see if I can get a better start. This time, I can never get a good start. AI get phenomenal reactions. Oh, although, I'll tell you what, I don't think it was that bad. Was it Munich in my heat again? Oh, damn it! I thought you was going to come sweeping across me then, Bowman. We've had enough trouble with you and Joker laps recently. Yeah, I should probably apologise again to Kevin Eriksson at some point, but yeah. Right, he's jokered, I haven't. So it's very important I get ahead of him. Oh, that was not a good line through there. Please don't penalise me, stewards. Hear the tyres squeal as they're under punishment through there. In the lead, I think this is one of those times where I'm just going to have to stick out in front and Joker as late as possible to try and make up a gap to come back into. Although, like I said, the Joker can be very quick round here. Oh, that's going to hurt. God, I thought I was going to get a puncture from that. Clipping the rear quarter like that. Has everybody else jokered now? It looks like they have. There's quite a gap in second place. So even if Baumanis does jump back in front of me, it's not the end of the world. Oh, that was a nice jump there. Oh, I've turned him way too early. Oh, I've bottled it. I've buggered it. Oh, I haven't bottled it. I've just buggered it. Shall we take our Joker now and try and cover him off before I make any more mistakes and close the gap up even further? Oh, I do love that chicane. And quick look back there, probably wasn't the best thing for you guys to see, but I could just about tell that there was a nice big gap back to that man over there. Oh, yeah. And now we just have... Oh, what is it with me and clipping the barriers on certain corners? I was doing it at the last round in Hell. The barrier before the last uphill corner. It's just somehow just smacking it every time. I seem to be doing the same here. 36.5, that's a very good lap. My personal best lap through the Joker is a 36.2 from practice, and from practice again my best lap that wasn't a Joker was a 36.5, although slightly quicker than that one. So you're looking in the 36s for a good lap, although I don't know, I might have beaten that in the first race, I might have beaten it earlier in this race, who knows. If I'm cutting corners like that constantly, it wouldn't be much of a surprise. Let's see what I manage on this lap. Oh, okay, I didn't tell. Yeah, that's helpful. Back on the grid with my nice and clean and fixed up car. Let's see if I can take better care of it in this one. Oh,
Ready.
Nick Gronholm. Yeah, you might want to take some care of your car as well.
Go, go, go.
Oh, I had a good launch that time. I always lose out on the shift up. Oh, hello, Mini. Who's that? Shisha eating a Mini. All the way around the outside. Not a bad option, although I've absolutely buggered it up. Yeah, I'm not brilliant at taking a late move into a Joker, especially here, because I like to set up nicely to go wide on the entry for it. Or as you go in, you go wide for the first bit and then pretty much straight line it like I did in the last heat. But no, I bottled it. And as I mentioned, with a really quick Joker here, it's not likely that these guys are just going to Joker and come out behind me. It's likely that they're going to Joker and come out back in front of me, so I'm going to have to make some moves on tracks, looking around the outside. Why am I looking around the outside there? That's never going to work. We'll just throw it up the inside here instead. That's much better. Oh, that was a bit of a two-wheeled moment. Who's next? Baumanis. Bad man Baumanis. Or at least from the last round. What was he? What was I talking about with him in the last race? I know it was something. I don't know exactly what mine. Can we go up the inside here? You know what, I don't think that's going to be the best idea. Let's not bother with that. Can we cut back for a nice straight jump? We can. Once again, I'm sort of looking around the outside at the final corner, and I'm sorry, but that's just never going to work. And I'm not even close enough to throw up the inside into turn 1 on this lap either. Let's hope one of them is going to Joker. Oh, they're both going to Joker. Come on, go, go, go. Get a good exit. Come on, floor it. Come on, come on, come on. He's hit the barrier. Oh, the inside. And, oh, yeah, okay, he was on the curve, and I probably should have given him a bit more room. Let's pass one. Oh, I've gone really high here. Oh, all right, Yanis. I'm sorry. I probably deserved that after the payback. Right. Let's get the overspeed. There we go. Back into the lead. And just about makes the jump. Where are they? There they are. Whew, that was a fun lap. Let's see if we can have a nice clean one to finish it off. That very tricky first corner. Don't hit that. Oh, that was... Tell you what, you want to straighten up that jump as much as possible, really, to get you a good run through the next few corners. But, my God, is it easy to hit that barrier. And sometimes, I'm not that lucky. But fortunately, on this occasion, I wasn't. What is it with me and Hick just tagging that barrier? That's not going to do me paintwork any good. Right, last corner now. Might as well just leave it in fourth. We're not under any pressure. Haven't got to bother with a good exit. Keep the wheel spinning round nicely. And it's a 2:33.323.
Is a win.
Last heat before the semi-finals. I am leading, so it looks like I'm going to get into the semis. Let's see if I can have a clean race this time. I don't think I've had one yet. I've definitely crashed at least twice. Let's try a second gear launch, see if it's any better. Oh, I so nearly react to that every single time. That's the one to react to. And I tell you what, That is the best start I've got in a while. Oh, just about squeezing up there before the that Peugeot. Who's in the Peugeot? Oh, it's Mr. Sebastian Loeb. Hello, mate. Haven't seen you for a while. Don't remember seeing you in the last episode. And oh yeah, that was very, very tight opening. Oh, you bugger! My slidey boy tactic hasn't really helped, although it looks like we've got a bit of overspeed just to cut in front of him there before we head into the penultimate corner. Now we'll see if we can just take a little bit more of a cautious line. Just hold the inside, making sure he can't get past.
Once the rest have done their joker, I reckon we'll be fighting for first.
Well, yeah, I'm currently leading, so I would hope I'm fighting for first, because no one's jokered yet. Right, and like I said, joker, not necessarily much of a time loss. Well, it does look like Renash Nitish has lost a bit and dropped to last with a joker lap. Let's see if I can just hold it tighter here this time. So there we go. Loeb can't gut the inside this time, and I tell you what, he's dropping back quite a bit as well. After this spectacular mega jump, which I've run massively wide on, I told you it'd be spectacular. Get down through the gears for the final corner. And I think we'll go for a little bit of a cut. Just to the end of the race, maybe not. Bug up, bug up, bug up, bug up, bug up. Where is he? There he is. Okay, let's I was just about to say it's going to be a quiet end to the race. Oh, you.
Joker next lap. Joker next
Yeah, I know I've got a joker next lap. Ouch. I'm sorry, Carl. This is going to be penalty inducing if I don't get lucky. Right, one lap left, and I've got to take my joker, and they've all jokered. Come on, we can do this. I don't know who we are, but I can do this. Come on, car. Me and the car, that's the we. Right. Come on. Don't hit a bloody wall. There we go. And take my nice deep entry into there. So we get a nice straight run through there. Just clip that one to make it spark. Look at that. Lovely gap. Totally intentional. I'm just doing it for the excitement factor. If I can just keep it clean around the last few corners. Looks like I only lost about 2/10 in that joker, because I'm sure it was 1.1 to Loeb last time before the joker kicked in. Either way, this has been pretty damn good last lap, and we'll finish it off by winning my round at a 2:29 again. Much quicker than the last one, even with that crash.
You did great.
And I did great, apparently. That's always nice to hear. Fortunately, I managed to avoid any penalties quite easily this time round, despite the quite contact heavy
Ready to race.
race that I just had, and I'm starting alongside. Oh, it's Bakarud. I haven't seen him in this series much.
Go, go, go.
Oh, crikey, and Seb Loeb's had a great start. Right, there we go. Up the inside of Bakarud. Tell you what, as I'm on his outside, let's go and do. Oh, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh no! This is going to be a fun race. Right, straight past Anton Markland if we can, please. Round the out, no, yes, round the outside. There we go, lovely traction out of that corner. And now I can't see a thing because of the bloody smoke, so we'll drop a gear through there. That's a very front-heavy car from Mr. Munich there. Come on, get a move on. 2 overtakes in 1, I'll take that. See you later, Gronholm. Right. Who have I got in front of me now? Back up into 3rd place with Mr. Sebastian Loeb and Anton Bakarud. As it stands, I am. Oh, that's not good. As it stands, I should be on for a 3rd place at worst, which is okay, because at the very least that puts me into the final. Oh, what is that? That is absolutely abysmal. Oh, nearly got taken out by a flying Gronholm. Okay, now all of a sudden it's looking like 3rd at best. Come on, get out of the way. Around the outside. There we go. That's how you do that. Switch back in front of him. Nope, you're not coming past. Now we've got to set off and pass Mr. Nicholas Gronholm. He's slow through there, crikey. Can we do a Loeb on him? Nope, because he's going to cover the inside. Okay, can we use the overspeed? You do just about top out your gears down here, so I did lengthen mine slightly, which means I think part of the reason why I was having better top end than these guys. Oh, another aerial attack. That's not the first in the episode, sorry. I think you again. I think he has still got to joker.
3rd place looks like where we'll end up once all drivers have taken their joker.
I keep missing the corners because I'm distracted by the cars in front. Will you get a move on and bugger off into the Joker? What lap is it? It's only lap 4. There we go. He is so slow through there. Right, now get on that inside. There we go. Stop him coming back at me. Bloody hell. The top 2 have absolutely bolted in this race. It's like 8 seconds up the road. Bleeding heck. I have a feeling I'm not going to catch him. Just an inkling.
You're fighting for 3rd position at the moment.
Okay, well I have finished off with a couple of half-decent clean laps, and I think I've closed the gap slightly to Loeb at least, if not Backerud. But if those two drive like that in the final, they're going to be hard to beat. If I drive like that in the final, I'm not going to beat anybody. Right, time for the final race of the round. Probably the final race before my voice gives up. And yeah, back of the row start for the final. I didn't actually have a look to see who else we got. See Peter Solberg starting alongside me. And obviously we have Sebastian Loeb and Markland from my final. That's a bloody good start from me. No, don't turn me round, you gits! You absolute gits! Oh, bugger, 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 bugger. Oh, you bastards. Absolute bastards. Well, this is going to be a race to absolutely salvage whatever I possibly can. I probably should have taken the Joker, but I was a little bit disorientated after just about managing to turn around. How could they? Oh, I thought that. Tell you what, that is one of the best starts I've had in this entire series. I'm always complaining about my bad starts. I finally get a good one and look like I'm moving forward through the middle of the pack. Pick it up a little bit. Mate, it's not my fault, I'm down here. Oh, that was deep. Probably should have used that as my Joker. Oh, who is that? Yannis Bauman is absolutely clattering the wall on the exit of his Joker. But I'll tell you what, being on the back of the pack already with 4 laps to go, I'm not too disarmed, because we're going to out-drag Baumanis down the hill, because we've been out-dragging everybody down the hill. Flat out run round the final corner. Who we got? Is that? This is pretty much everybody.
Okay, once the rest have done their Jokers, I reckon we'll be fighting for 5th.
Reckon we'll be fighting for 5th. Well, that's a shame, because we already are 5th. Just nudged someone off into the Joker there. Who was that? That was Mr. Solberg. Oh, that wasn't the best run through there. Right, now I've got 2 Red Bull Citroens in front of me to try and take care of, and hopefully we can jump Baumanis and Solberg once I've taken my Joker, because they've obviously both taken theirs already. Oh, that was very close to ending up in the back of a Citroen. Let's see if we can get up the inside of one. Oh, that was close. Not going to be Jokering this lap from here. And just be bumping over there instead. Oh, Loeb didn't Joker either. Come on, get a move on. Get a move on. They're so slow through that one corner. But not bad through that one. And then I can sort of out-drag them down here. And I tell you what, I can dream all alike about catching Backerud, but that just simply isn't going to happen. I didn't realise it was only him out front. I thought it was, well, I thought someone had gone with him. But he is driving like he did in the semi, and I said if he drove like that, it was going to be bloody hard to beat him. And you know what? I was right. I haven't exactly driven badly in this final, but
coming up. Don't forget your Joker.
yeah, all right, I won't forget my Joker. But with that first-ish corner incident, yeah. I mean, I did have a quick look at the lap times that Backerud did at the end of the semi-final, and he was like 4/10 of a lap quicker than me. So that's why I couldn't really close the gap, whereas we were both a lot quicker than Sebastian Loeb. Did he forgot to Joker? Oh no, he's just always taking it. Oh, that's clipping the barriers. Don't want to be doing that. Okay, I absolutely ditched Trevor's in 3rd. I'll tell you what, if I'd had a decent semi-final or not spun at the start, it could have been a really interesting fight between myself and Backerud for the win round here. But as it stands, it looks like I'm going to be settling for 2nd. Just a few corners to go now. See if we can have a nice big jump to finish it off. It's always fun to see a nice big jump. And one more corner. Congratulate Backerud. And we'll take the finish. Try to do a little bit of a handbrakey thing. I don't know why. completely pointless. But
Nice drive. You did great.
apparently I did great getting up second. I mean, starting on the back row and finishing second in a finals, impressive. But yeah, let's have a look at this replay. We'll just let it play from here and see if we can see what happened. We did have a good start up the inside there. Are we going to jump to a camera where we can see anything? No, that's not helpful in the slightest. Quickly into reverse. I think I've reversed into something. Shall we have a look and see what actually happened? If I can remember what the buttons are. There we go. That might be it. And yeah, we'll play it at full speed. It's up between the middle of them. And I suppose I gave Loeb a bit of a tap. Then it's Solberg coming flying in, giving Loeb nowhere to go really. And neither of them backed off, and they just pushed me sideways. Everyone else has gone through. Backerid's absolutely buggered off and just left me. Yeah, I did clatter something to do a bit of the quickest J-turn I could manage. And so yeah, final race results, 5 seconds behind Backerid. His lap times were, I tell you what, pretty comparable. It was a bit quicker on lap 2, slower on 3 and 4. The quickest lap of the race, that's my personal best, 36.0. And then obviously I jokered on the final lap, but yeah, that's the same thing we just looked at, but with points. So that's a second place overall in the standings. I'll tell you what, that is a huge lead. I think there's only one event to go as well, and I don't think I can be beat here. I'm not going to celebrate too early, but I'm in a commanding position going into the last race. So we'll call it here, and I'll catch you. Actually, no, I won't. I won't call it here. I'll click continue and see what's happening. There we go. Celebrating my second place on the podium behind Backerid and ahead of the Frenchman. I've tried to pronounce his name a couple of times. Apparently, I had 3 major collisions in there. Bleeding heck. I didn't have enough fastest laps for this minute. No, I'm trying not to get sidetracked. Let's just jump back. I don't care about any of this. Right, yes. We go to France for one final race. And I'm pretty sure I'm all... Yeah, 'cause it's 25 points for win. So, I can celebrate now. I am the champion of the Rallycross event. I mean, that sounded massively anticlimactic. According to this, it is the FIA World Rallycross Championship. So, I am the FIA World Rallycross Champion. Except there's still one race to go. And we're going to go and do it anyway. And it's not exactly the most up-to-date or accurate representation of the FIA World Rallycross Championship Series. But it's bloody good fun. I'll see you for the next one.